So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. And his first pass falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Rodgers from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Going again here, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing again, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. On 4th down, it's Rodgers. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Hey, 88, 58.
4th down now, Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Trying an inside give to Ward. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
It's a screen play to Warren. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Rodgers. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here.
26.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Looking out of the gun, here's Rodgers. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done. So he gets him up past the 20. Gain 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Murray on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cardinals.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Conner on the option. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Old Holcomb there on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Benson off his own read. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
From the gun, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. Right side caught by Higgins. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Steelers calling their first time out. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's second and inches. Rodgers will look to throw. Forced out to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
88.
Now Rodgers on his third and short. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock. And the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And the defender comes away with it. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
We'll couple together a yard there. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
2 yards on
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Rodgers. It's his running back. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Third and a lone yard coming up. He'll throw it. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Murray from the pistol. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
A 1st down carry for Connor. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the 4-time All-Pro Cameron Hayward.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. Caught by Connor out of the backfield. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
2-2. Biggest. 2-2.
From the red zone now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They did a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Inside.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Warren. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
These running backs love getting in the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Completed to his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, Warren. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
A gain of
So we're through 3 here. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has the connection to Gainwell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Cage. It's a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
He tries to sneak it. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down. It's your own one. Yikes.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Steelers 6.
Things trimmed back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Running to start this drive with Connor. Now he danced away from one tackle, but not able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down, they're going to the option. They pitch it to him. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Murray here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Working quickly here.
17 more yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Cardinals clinging to a 1-point lead. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, what? 2, 2, what?
Murray keeps it. He's got it in the red zone. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get some all-important insurance. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
All right. 258. Get 300. Get 300.
Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. This finds Austin, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Hey, 88.
Here he is to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had. I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw it. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime...
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here on the 4. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have saved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. but there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the two-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hey. What you got? Coach. Omaha. Yeah.
Now Murray on the play fake. Rolling left, buying some time. Firing it deep, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Play action now, Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Steelers can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. 1st down throw here by Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He's trying to push the field. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. First throw of overtime. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Green.
First and 10, Murray. Chased out to his right. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
2nd and 3 now.
Sit. 1. 2.
From the gun, it's Murray. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Getting out to his left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
There's a screen. It's Connor. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here. Fourth down, here's Murray. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 3. First down, Cardinals.
Come back.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, hold on.
They're going play action. It's Murray. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They've got to keep moving quick here.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and goal. At the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull in front. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. And now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Johnson now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
258.
Now it's his turn in overtime. Oh, he's getting close, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
16 at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, this.
Rodgers from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Again, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. New set of downs from the 37. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, take 26. Jump out. Slip again.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Rodgers. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Big moment here in OT. The offense staying out on 4th. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Pittsburgh.